This is a wonderful thing for mothers to learn so that when they get home they know, what's going on with their breasts. Moms almost think it's magic that something comes out of there, right? And so what you want to do in the hospital is let them know you're going to start feeling that your breasts are warmer and heavier. And usually the first place that you're going to feel your milk coming in is up here in the tail of Spence, which of course was named after Dr. Spence because he discovered it. So if you go up in here, and what does it feel like? If you teach a mom how to palpate, just very lightly with her fingers, and you're going to feel something that feels like little tiny baby peas up in there. And every one of those little baby peas is actually a milk making factory, and they each have one muscle cell around them. And so when the baby triggers a letdown, what happens is that every one of those little milk cells, those little muscles all go and they shoot the milk down to where the baby can get at it, down at your breast. So that's really nice for moms to know. The other thing that's good for moms to know is if they have girlfriends or sisters or cousins that have breastfed, almost everybody will tell them about your letdown and what does a letdown feel like. And many moms, will say, it feels like champagne or it feels like ginger ale. But what does it feel like in the hospital? Feels like cramps, bad cramps. So that's nothing to look forward to. But a lot of times that ginger ale feeling doesn't come for months, but it's so distinctive that we really remember it. So let moms know when you are cramping, that's when you're shooting that milk into the baby's mouth, and that's what you'll feel in the hospital. And if you watch your baby when you feel crampy like that, you will also get to know what your baby looks like when your baby is swallowing. That's really, really good information to have for a mom. And then the other thing that's lovely for her to know is get to know your breasts. Before your baby nurses, walk your fingers around a little bit once your milk comes in. Because, we don't come with, it doesn't say 30 cc's, 60 cc's, 90 cc's on our breasts. But if you start walking your fingers around and getting to know what your breast feels like when it's full, you're going to have a really good idea of whether your baby got a good feed or not. So at 2 in the morning, if you know that your baby just drained your breast, maybe your baby is overstimulated or overtired rather than hungry at 2 in the morning. Maybe it's not all just about milk supply. So that's really good to know. And then she's also going to know, oh, the baby just slowed down. I can feel that the baby did a pretty good job of getting the milk out over here, but not so good over here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my hand in a C position, and I'm going to take my breast almost like I had a tube of frosting, and I was going to write the baby's name on a birthday cake. Okay? So it's a very nice steady pressure, and when you start that steady pressure, very often even a baby who looks like they're almost asleep will look surprised and then start nursing again, because what's happened is that baby has all of a sudden gotten a big slug of milk. And so mom will be able to feel, oh yeah, good, I've gotten the milk there, now I'll do it again over here. What a nice skill that is at 2 in the morning when she's just about had it and she would like this baby to sleep a little bit longer. Even without the baby working very hard at it, you're getting a little bit extra into that baby. And you have given her a gift beyond compare, because now she not only knows how to palpate her breasts and figure out how full am I, did the baby do a good job of draining things, but she also knows how to get a little bit of extra milk out. And of course, someday, it may be good for dad to know, yes, we can nurse right, we can make love. The baby just had a really good feed. You got at least 15 minutes. So this is good information. And dads, it's also really nice for dads to know about this, because for them also it's like magic. Like, how does she know that the baby got a good feed? Why is the baby crying again? And we don't do a good job in the hospital of talking about the arc of crying in the first 6 weeks. We're all walking in, and you say, how is your baby? Oh, he's really good. And we're all like, yeah. Because we know that when they get home, that baby's going to wake up to the world and it's going to be a different thing. But we don't always do very good anticipatory guidance about crying in the first 6 weeks.